Everyone. I hope you guys can hear me and see me. Don't worry about the description and the title and everything. I will go ahead and get that all taken care of. I will just kind of go through and, hopefully there are no hiccups. But hey, everyone, it's Tiana from the Maniology team here with our weekly live every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. You can find us here on another nail stamping journey. Whether it's a tutorial, technique, or hack, we're here to discuss the details, and we're so happy you could join us. If you're digging our live streams and enjoy being a part of the vibes here, make sure you're following us by hitting the subscribe button. We're all about creativity, stamping realness, and awesome nail art. And don't miss out on another nail stamping live stream that we do every Tuesday. So make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can hang out with us. Also, if you have an idea for a topic you'd like us to talk about, make sure you drop your comments and thoughts in the comments below because we'd like to hear from you. For those who are just kind of trickling in, thank you so much for finding us here on our YouTube channel. We are making some changes and we're going to be experiencing some of these things. And unfortunately, you guys are not necessarily our guinea pigs. We would love to be able to figure this stuff out, but live just kind of has like a different feel to it, So, and in any case, we're making these changes. We want to bring on more communities. So thank you so much for following us here. Hope everything is working out okay. You can hear me, you can see me, everything is all right. So I didn't do any art. Let's just jump right in. Hopefully I made all of those changes ahead of time. Anyone wants to see the plates before I kind of go on? Give me some thumbs up if you guys want me to go over the plates really quick. If not, we'll just jump right into the art. Okay, so I'll go through the plates really quick, since I see some of you guys are just kind of trickling in and stuff. So just really fast. Here's the Times New Roman plate that just dropped. This is 478. What I said about this plate that I really like is the Roman numerals here too. So a lot you can do with this plate here. We also have a cursive plate. And it has a lot of, kind of creative sayings if that's something you want to stamp onto your nails. I can see this being for, something really elegant. So you have faith, love, dream. What is that? Smile and joy, peace, joy, live, laugh, life, all kinds of really cool sayings over here. I also have Old English. This was a plate that dropped a while ago. This is M440. I'm actually using it on my nails today, which is so fun. For any of you that's looking for kind of like a sporty or collegiate style, we have these plates, M306. Perfect if you're repping for your child's game or you're going to sporting events. Some really cool stuff. Even for graduation too. I thought this was a really cool plate to use for graduation. And really quick, here is a Halloween plate that we dropped a while ago. This is M241, and you actually get 3 different font styles on this particular plate. So really, really fun designs. You got some monsters over here, cobwebs, and tombstones. So thank you again for everybody who is coming on with us right now. Okay, so these are the 2 plates that I'm going to be using. So we have the cloud and the balloon plate. And what I was showing earlier and talking about was the nail art template. So if any of you didn't know that we had free printable nail art templates, I actually used them today to map out today's designs. So just to kind of show that, yes, we do use them. A lot of times I think we like to go off the cuff, but we do use them. So the first design I have here is I wanted to do something that was balloons, fun, but I love a good juxtaposition, I guess. So I wanted to make it sweet, but I'm gonna be putting a WTF on it in the balloons. So let's see how that's gonna work out. And oh no, I see somebody is not feeling well. And I'm gonna say this at the top of this video. If you hear me coughing like a barking seal, I'm sorry ahead of time. I have my water and stuff next to me, but I have a horrible cough right now. So hopefully I can get through this without you guys hearing that, because it sounds delicious, basically. So today, taking this, actually, here I have my makeup wedge, and today I'm going to be using these 3 colors. These are, not all of them are available, but just in case you guys wanted to know, got Blue Ribbon, Booyah, and Buttercup. Okay. Oh, thank you. I feel perfectly fine. For anybody who's asking, I feel like I don't want to talk about being sick every single live, but I feel fine. It's just my breathing and stuff, which makes me think that this horrible cough that I've had is now kind of turned into something else. Okay, so I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna blot it on the back of my sticky stamper paper. You know how we like to use and reuse. And also too, if anybody's wondering, we've been actually having some really bad fog here too. So there you go, I'm just kind of stippling that on. I'm gonna do the process over again as it's kind of lightly drying. I love doing this technique, not only because it nicely blends everything together, but also it's kind of like a nice thin layer of polish. I know this is a technique that Dev and I use all the time. So I'm just kind of putting on some of the colors here. Kind of following my template that I already had previously. I'm going to take that and stipple that on lightly. Okay. Let's see if I can come in a little bit closer so you guys can see. Yeah, this cough that I've had, I think I've had it for about a month now. I'm sure the doctor is not going to be happy about that when I say that, but I've actually had no other symptoms, which is strange. Okay, so now that I have this, I'm gonna I've put a matte top coat over all of this, so this should be dry enough for me to put a matte top coat, so I'm gonna do that. Okay. I hope you guys are in for a treat, because I have reverse stamping up the wazoo today. Okay. So let's just do this. Today you guys are gonna bust out. If some of you guys are fans and subscribers of our Mani by Me, I'm actually gonna use some Mani by Me designs. Also, before I go into any of this, I'm gonna actually really quickly talk, because my brain can't compute. So I'm gonna be doing things backwards just so I make sure that I can lay out the words correctly where it's reading to the person who's looking at my nails. Yeah, so I guess to you guys it's gonna look, I don't know, we're gonna do things a little backwards just because my mind thinks that way. And that's just a helpful hint for any of you guys whose brain is also acting like that too when it comes to lettering. Okay, so this is still drying. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the thumb. But bust out your Mani by Me plates. Today, I'm actually gonna use this on the thumb design. It's a really cute balloon with a crescent moon and stars. And for this, I'm gonna use Bam White. Perfect pickup. So everything's gonna be facing this way, so I'll make sure to stamp facing out. Oh, no. Is it gonna be like that? It's gonna be like that, isn't it? And I said I have 3 exact looks. We're gonna have, I can do this because everything is really, really dry. So thankfully that worked out. Okay. All right, let's do this again. I'm not gonna put out the bad juju, you know, today with the whole stamping thing and having technical difficulties and starting over and all this kind of stuff. We're just not gonna do that. So we're just gonna do this all over again. Why? Because we have spirit, that's why. My goodness. Hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Luckily I didn't need that part. But what I did need is this cloud over here. Come on. Oh, it wants to be stubborn today. Okay, that's not gonna happen, is basically what it's telling me. Not gonna happen, T. You know, and sometimes it be like that. I'm gonna try this one more time because we are going to get it. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna pick up that one part. Clean that off. And you know, whatever works for you is whatever works for you. But sometimes my pinky stamper, she come through. So that was definitely what I needed. This is cute, super cute. Okay. And let's see. Alrighty, let's work on the pointer now. So again, let's turn it this way, T, so we know. Sorry. we're using this plate, M490. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and use this bottom portion. And I'm grabbing, let's do pewter. So if any of you guys want to do the Scotch tape trick, I can do it because the nail was extremely dry. I'm sure the matte top coat really helped with that. But it's not a technique that you could use if you had wet nails. So just letting you guys know. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna improvise. I was trying to look for like ties off the end of like balloon ties, and I couldn't find anything. So I'm actually gonna improvise using another Mani by Me plate and using this. I know it's gonna sound funny, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna use. So watch. When in trouble, just make your own. And that's, I'm just gonna use the sun rays and pick that up with another stumper. And there I will have balloon ties. Just isolate the parts that I need or don't need. There. Okay. So let's see. I want to kind of line it up there. Okay. And I have the W here. Okay, metallic polishes tend to be a little more tricky. So far, it's telling me that I'm gonna have to redo it. So let's redo that. Excuse me. Let's clean off that W and let's try it again. Okay, there's that. And actually, I'm gonna go over in white and pick up the outline and stamp it over, just because I want a little bit of definition. Okay. So there's W. And now here is the middle finger. And we're gonna do the same thing. So I have to find my, where's that plate? The ties here. My improvisation. Watching me improvise my work here. Seriously, I was looking for like all over the place just for simple line design. Okay, this one I'm gonna go for a single line. Okay, so kind of line that up. Can be a little fun, just kind of, there you go. Okay. Now this one, we're gonna do the T. I was kind of thinking, I was like, graduation season, silver balloons, pretty popular. So that was kind of the inspiration for this. Okay, so that's the T. Let's go pick up the outline version in white. And let's dump that over. Okay, so this is the ring finger. So I'm going to turn it over so I know. And now we're going to do the F. So let's go back and pick out another line here using our black. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I think that that part should be fine. Yeah, because I can cover that with the balloon. So now we have to do the F. Let's see. This plate is so fun. Okay, sometimes this can happen. Make sure you line up your stamper. Not a very nice pickup. I'm gonna do it again. Too much talking, had to rearrange my stamper. You know how that goes. So let's do that again with the F. Better. Okay. So for all of you, audio and visual, this seems better. Give me some hearts if, I hope that's the case. Okay. Okay, so let's see. For the pinky, let's take some really fun elements over here from this plate. So I have like this really cute heart, and I'm going back in with the white to kind of give some continuity to the thumb here. Okay, I'm gonna do, let's see. I'm actually gonna mix this up and take the lightning bolt here. I have different directions. So I went in with the pewter there. Let's see. I think I can pick up a heart, or a star, sorry. Let's do that there. Okay, I think we should probably do a silver. Maybe silver crescent moon. That'd be cute. Okay. I didn't have room for the full piece over there. So I feel like I need to probably put another, let's see if I can get this partial diamond here. Kind of fill up some of the empty spaces. Okay. Okay, so I don't have, all my stands are being used, but basically that's what it would look like. So the thumb, pointer, middle, ring, and pinky. What do you guys think? Actually, I'm gonna take this off the stand so you guys can actually see the way that I had intended. It'd just be easier. I think if you want, it would be also cute if you wanted to put like a hollow prism top coat over the silver parts, just to kind of give it a more 3D effect. But I like the difference. I like having the pewter be so shiny because it looks like balloons, too, with the matte background. So there's look number one. I'll turn it around so you guys can see and actually read it. So again, I like how cute it looks with the balloons and everything, but it says something kind of fun. So down with look number one. Okay, I'll give this plate a rest. Let's clean it because I'm gonna come back to it, but let's switch it up. I'm so glad that you guys loved it. Yeah, with these typography plates, I was really, really inspired. And how'd you guys like my little makeshift? Okay, so now we're coming in with clouds. Okay. I feel like I haven't done that for you guys in a long time. Hope you guys were able to hear that. Okay, so now basically all of the tips are gonna have a gradient. So all I did, if you guys want, I used Mercury baseline, and hint, hint, wink, wink, you guys are gonna see an kind of ongoing theme because for the rest of the designs, I'm going to be using Electro Glow collection. So this is Mercury baseline. I think for all our hardcore fans, you already know that Devon, I love this collection. It is live on the site, so go ahead and pick yours up, but it's an absolute must-have. And honestly, I think for the season, for spring and for summer, it's just a go-to. I love it, love it, love it. So anyway, all of the tips are gonna have this. So if you see white, it's because I wanted something that was gonna be a little bit more neutral. On your nail, it's not gonna look like this because it's gonna look, you know, like a nail. And you guys notice that I actually have regular nubs today. I don't have my tips. I took them off. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I think maybe I want to do my last design, but we'll see. Oh, dye. I love the Electro Glow. I use it a lot. We love it too. So I'm just going to show you guys really quick with the middle finger how I went ahead and got that gradient. So today I used the Mercury baseline. I'm going to come in with my, what do you call? I already have like a template here. Mercury baseline and the calcium rich milk base coat. So out of the bottle, this is kind of, it's not completely opaque, but it's a little too opaque for what I want it for. So we're not going to use it as such. Doing it this way, I get thinner coats, which is kind of the look I'm going for. So that's what I would recommend to you guys, doing this technique too. I feel like it also just helps to soften out the gradient the way that I want. So don't be afraid to use, you know, any other polishes for outside of its means as well. I know it's a calcium-rich base coat, but if you can use it for nail art, why not make it dual purpose, right? Okay, so we're just gonna do that. Get my handy dandy paper back here and blot all of this excess polish, also helping to kind of blend a little. I'm gonna take my tip here, make sure it's facing the right way, because I will tell you, I've already done this several times, making the grand mistake of making the gradient on the wrong tip, making on the free edge rather than the cuticle side. So you live, you learn. Okay, so there. I think I want to kind of bring it down just a little. And my trick actually for doing this is I actually want to start a little higher up and kind of bring some of that, and I noticed that kind of works for me. So maybe it might work for you guys too, as a little helpful tip. Okay, now we don't want to continue to keep going because you can start getting, actually I think I went a little too much. Some of the foam was coming off, but that's okay. It does look smooth and it's in a gradient the way that I wanted it to, so, okay. So here, let me just organize. I have to think, it's so funny. Just, it's so different doing the lettering because I don't want to stamp it on the wrong direction. So I'm gonna line this up the way that I intended it to and start from there, because again, the brain. Okay. Excuse me. Let me take a swig of my water here. Okay. So for any of you who are just joining us, we are working on typography plates today. We just had a really big drop, and yeah, I actually never had a chance to play with it. So that's what we're doing today. Okay. Think T, what did you want to do? You know what? I'll be honest. I don't think I want to use the clouds from here. I think I'm going to go back to this plate, MXM093. I need to use clouds for the thumb. Okay. So I'm just going to pick up the pieces that I actually want. Okay. So this is going to be a really soft white, you know, stamp design. Nothing too crazy. And nothing too loud. Something you could wear now or later, or my thumb is not going to have a letter on it, so we're just going to decorate it here with some clouds. think this is a cute puffy one here. That wasn't a very nice stamp. Let's do that again. And if you notice too, I haven't changed out the cotton because reuse, reuse, reuse. If it ain't fixed, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We go through cotton like water over here. So when you're doing like multi-stamping processes with the same, you know, the same image, I don't change out the cotton unless it's really, really dirty. And I like this picture because all of the clouds are like in a different shape. I mean, I could have just stamped the whole design, but you know, here I wanted to make it complicated and make my own design because, you know, that's how we do here. Sometimes it's not as simple as you think. Okay, I feel like I need something else. Let's go back to that puffy design here. I don't need a full design, I just need a partial one. But if you like that design, just stamp the whole thing. It doesn't matter. It's your design. You can do whatever it is you want. Be creative. Okay. Now I'm gonna take some of these stars. I'm just gonna randomly, I know that polish looks all kind of crazy, but it's because I can actually pick up kind of a lot, so. Let's get some of the ones that don't quite, not quite colored in, and let's just go to town. They're starting to dry. Okay, there. So, them is ready to go. Okay. So now, let's do... See, this is me thinking again. It's like, okay, I have to go backwards. That'd be so funny if I did it incorrectly on a live. Oh, and picking the wrong plate too. Awesome, T. Okay. So let's go ahead. I feel like this design is very cloud-like. So, and it's soft. Oh, and I, wrong color. I actually used the calcium rich. We don't want to do that. We want to go in with the white. Okay. And start with the pinky, with the L. Now we're gonna pick up the O. The O is kind of cute because it looks like a, oh, actually no, I lied. For the O, I wanted to use the heart. So scratch, change that. We're gonna go in with the heart cloud for the O. Why? Because it's cute. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with the V. And E. Okay. I agree. The cloud plate would have been perfect for this too. So now I am going to go in with seaweed. And I'm gonna color in the letters for this. Let me grab my little paw. And if you're wondering where that's from the Mani by Me box this month, which is still available. And if you're wondering why I'm not reverse stamping this, because it's just simple for me to just go over and just kind of get a glob of that. And just color in the lines. So it kind of adds like a really cutesy look to it. And also it kind of doesn't matter if you go over the white. You know, this, I saw a comment that just said that, you know, my hand isn't steady for this. That's kind of nice because these are so sheer. If you go outside, it doesn't even matter. I'm not even being like super, I'm being very quick about it and not really going closest, you know, close to the edges and stuff like that. If you find that the reverse stamping works better for you, by all means do it. But it's kind of nice because you don't have to be perfect about it. It just kind of adds a little bit of, kind of like a heavenly ethereal vibe to it. So remember, don't have to be perfect with this. I see there's some questions about shrinking, using the shrinking stamper and the enlarging stamper. We have a really good tutorial done on that. And it was also redone too, because I had made a mistake in that. So go check that out. It's maybe about 5 videos back. As like a nail stamping hack. Okay, so now I'm just going in with the clouds. And we love this polish too, because depending on its base color, kind of, you know, it shifts the the color. So you can see in the purple, it kind of highlights more of the green blues. But I feel like in the whites, it looks more of that kind of clear iridescent. Here, well, I'll show you here. So it's kind of nice. It adds like its own little gradient. You can see some green, flecks of green, and hints of blue. And there you go. So I'll show you guys this way. Let's move this out of the way. But if we turn it around so somebody else can read it, that's the way you go. I love the way this turned out. So you see what I'm saying? When it gets to like that purple, I feel like you can see a different type of seaweed. And then as it gets closer to like the white, you get more of like that green yellow. Whereas it comes back over here, you see more blue green. Is this something you guys would wear? So far, look number 2 is done. So let's move on. This, really, really simple. We're just gonna use like a really neutral base. If you're wondering what I did, I used the calcium-rich milk base coat and just use a makeup sponge. But on your own nails, again, it would just be like a base coat. I'm just cleaning this plate. Okay, so now we're going back to balloons. This is gonna be a really fun, kind of louder design. Okay. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and kick it off with the thumb because the thumb is the easiest design. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna use this plate, M354, which was a collab plate that we did with Spooky Girl Art. I love this plate. I've used this plate so many times. It's so fun. And there's so many elements that I take from this plate. So if you don't have it, get it. If, you know, like space and kind of some trippy artwork is your thing. So cute. It has like all the little stars and stuff inside. But this is gonna be the thumb art. Okay. There you go. Now let's clean that. I'm going to be using several plates for this design. I'm going to be still taking from Spooky Girl Art because I'm just going to be piecing together certain designs, elements, and then I'm also going to be using another collab plate too. This is M323, Anki's Nail. I'm going to be using kind of like a randomized design using these. So I'm going to pick it up in black. So let's do this. It's so nice to use abstract plates like this because it doesn't really matter what direction you use the design. So I'll be moving the plate around a lot. Actually, I'm going to be taking this off too. Okay. And so for this, let's do and decorate the tip over there. I'm gonna add in some stars. So again, just I'm gonna be going to excuse me, stop, rewind that. Be picking up some randomized elements. So I'll just be going back and forth. Okay, so just taking off some of the bits that I don't want, just making it look really random here. It doesn't even matter. And it's just so I have kind of like there. So far, the base for this is, it's not done. I got a few more things to do, but you'll see the method to my madness in a little bit. So let's just go ahead and complete some concepts here. I'm gonna take actually some of this, half of this rather. Okay. I love that kind of like not straight edge. It makes a really good design concept for doing like French. Just like that. It didn't go all the way. Okay. So let's go back to this. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Take off that part. Okay. Kind of shimmy that in there. Okay. So far, that's what we got. Okay. Moving on to the ring finger. Going back. Spooky girl. I'm gonna pick up this design here. Because I want to pick up that element right there. I love finding new ways to use parts of the nail plate instead of using like the whole nail plate. It's really cool about getting creative and okay. And now let's go back to this here. So really there's no rhyme or reason. If I know we have a lot of like plates that have like wavy design concepts, if you feel like that might work better for you, do it, use it. Don't have to follow me, get as creative as you want. Okay. And last, let's do the pinky. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Pinky. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna use this half, the top half. Stars are just such a nice filler. Okay, so now let's do this. Okay. Ooh, that was, oh my gosh, talk about living on the edge. I just rubbed this up against my clothes, and I am wearing this color top, a beige. Good thing I just cleaned off my stamper, or else that would have been a nightmare. And this is a favorite shirt of mine. That would have sucked. And I would have been so depressed because I love this shirt. And you know what? I probably wouldn't have gotten rid of it. I probably would have turned it into something else. Okay, let's go back with the stars. And again, just randomize it, doesn't matter. Just take off some of those bits. I don't want it to look like a randomized shape, basically. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Now for the lines, the line work, I am actually gonna go in with white. Let's clean this off because I didn't clean that. It still has seaweed on it. So I'm just gonna pump some acetone in here. And clean off my brush. If any of you were wondering why and how we do that, that's just one way. If any of you have like the really cute heart dish, I would have probably used that if it was easily at my disposal. But also, old habits die hard, and this is why I do it this way. Okay, let's bring back my paw. And I'm gonna put some white. And I'm gonna add white lines. So for some of you, if you are not steady, you don't have to do it like this. This is just the way I'm doing it. You can do reverse stamping. This just seems a whole lot easier. And again, it's just kind of like abstract lines, so it doesn't matter if it's not like straight or anything. So any, you kind of, the idea here that I was doing is just black, white. So there, like that. So now doing the same thing here. This is a nice big space, easy to just go like that. I love this detail brush. I think this was also another item that made it into one of our countdown boxes. Okay, so there, 2, and last. It's so funny, I can't talk and do art at the same time. Focus, needs focus. Okay. This one is probably the only one that's like super tricky, but again, doesn't matter, that's not perfect. So there. So far, that's what our design looks like. Fun, spacey design. Now I'm gonna clean my brush again because now we're gonna focus on, I did kind of like my background. Now I'm gonna go in with my lettering plates. So let's bring back the balloons. And I'm gonna spell the word drip on here. So let's do the D. I am going to pick up these, the outline versions. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So let's pick this up in black. First, let's do D. If you ever wondered why you need multiple stampers, you're going to see in a moment why that is the case. And really? Did I forget a polish? Oh, no, it's hiding. Okay, so from Electro Glow, I'm gonna use Jungle Mirage, which is this gorgeous kind of neon yellow, neon pastel yellow. And if you want, honestly, you could use this. It's easier, I guess, for me to do it this way. And I'm going to use 4 different colors for the lettering. Okay, so that's what the D looks like. So now let's pick up another letter while that dries. Make sure to clean off your brush because you don't want to be mixing up colors here. Okay, so now I have another pink stamper, and I'm going to pick up the R, which is there. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, we'll do that again. Let's see, can I do it again without cleaning? We'll see, we'll see. Yep, got it. No. There was a part of like that R that was missing, and that is because thin line designs definitely needs to be cleaned. Do as I say, not as I do, people. Sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you can't. Much better. Okay, so now another color from Electro Glow collection, Rave Babe. Put a little dollop on my paw there. And now you're gonna color in this. Just showing you what it looks like. I'm gonna put a little bit more. Okay. There you go. R is ready to go. Okay. So now clean off the brush again. What is it that you guys don't use? I think I'm missing the conversation. Oh, apron. You know, I actually have an apron. Duh. I should absolutely, absolutely use it, but I'm living on the edge today. And of course, I would almost stain my favorite shirt, which is so sucky. Okay. Next, from the Electro Glow collection, I'm going to use this gorgeous color, Translan. Okay. And we're picking up I. I love this color. Seriously, give me some thumbs up if you guys love the Electro Glow collection. We've been selling it for so many years. It's just, it's a staple. I would never want to get rid of it. Never, ever. Okay, there's I. And now we got P. This is going a lot faster than I thought. Every time I do reverse stamping, I don't know, for some reason I think it's going to be like super uber long. Okay, P. Yes, we, okay. Dude, T, do you even have another stamper? Yeah, watch me come through. I sure do. So let's do P. Okay. I'm going in with Mercury baseline here. There's P. Okay. So, want to know why you need multiple stampers? If you're working like how I did and you have like multiple colors, or can kind of work on, I actually did, let me move this because I don't need that anymore. I could spell the whole word using multiple stampers. So if you ever wondered, why are they giving me another stamper, or why did I, this is why you need multiple stampers. Okay, now Tiana should be smart. I should be smart, but oh, Dev, taking the Pepsi challenge. Okay, so if this is not really a concept that I often do, just because, again, it's a do as I say, not as I do. I have my sticky base coat right here, but I am going to just stamp the letters right onto the nail. Okay, so there's D. As you can see, a little bit came off, but it didn't like do anything to the design. And that's because it's still kind of wet. Granted, when you do this technique, you take a gamble because the design could still be wet, but you're actually using its semi-tackiness to its, you know, your advantage, instead of using the sticky. Now, if your design on your stamper is super uber dry, there's no other way. This one, I have to kind of time it well. So there's the R. Okay, let me get my I. And last, let's see, P. Okay, so this I feel like would be easier if it's shown on my other stand. Okay, let me clean some of this area off so we can kind of look at the designs more closely. This is really fun actually to do with you guys because we don't often, or I know for me too, I don't often do like full designs, you know, and it's more so if it's a time concept and stuff, but it's fun to do looks every once in a while. So here's what the design looks like. What do you guys think? So if you're using it, this would be what it would kind of look like if somebody was reading it. And let's see. Let me turn that on so you guys can see. And got do it this way. It's stuck together. And not even in frame. Okay. So you guys seen this one? You guys seen that? And the other cute balloon. So what do you guys think? I know I shouldn't have like just pushed everything together, but trying to get it in frame here so you guys can see. These things are so tricky because they want to stick together. So I hope you guys can get inspired with the different typography plates that we have. I loved doing today's looks. They were so fun and all of them kind of simple. I mean, even with the reverse stamping too, because it was a huge space of reverse stamping, not a lot of like detail oriented work. So I hope you guys really loved today. This was super, super fun. And I'm glad I got to finally play with these plates. So I'm kind of thinking maybe for my nails and its size, because I think I might want to stay nubs for a little bit. I don't know. I think this one is really cute. I might want to try something like that. This one is really cute too. But I'm not in the cutesy era right now. I think I want to do something a little more kind of spacey. But I hope you guys liked today's live. And thank you so much for finding us again and for sticking on today. Is there any questions, Dev, that I missed or wasn't able to see? Let me know really quickly. And but so far, I haven't really seen too many comments come in. So, oh, Cindy, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you guys sticking on with us. We're good. We're good. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining for another live. Make sure you join us next week. Actually, next week we have 2 because our new Manny by Me box comes out next week. My dates are right? It is next week. Yes, I think it is next week on the 23rd. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Have a nice Tuesday and have a nice rest of the week. Bye.